Hello, welcome everyone to the channel. New video, same me, or something. I don't know. I don't know how to start this video. It's talking video alert, so don't expect anything too flashy. So not too long ago, on the day of the pretty fast bear, it's 12 years, which Bob took as well to be the day where the toys went killing people, which is a crazy thing to celebrate, by the way. They dropped a teaser. They do that every year, like last year was an image, but this time is different. This time it was a weird video of the Barry card, minecart thing moving in a tunnel with a link to an all-new Steam page where bada bing bada boom, they announced a new multiplayer game. Canon to the main story, and it includes proximity chat. That, if you don't know what that is, it makes you sound further or closer or muffled depending on where are you in the game. If you see this as an outsider, that's it for the game. You just, wow, nothing burger of a video, 5 screenshots, moving on. But if you're deep in the Poppy Playtime, news stuff, you probably can guess which game this is because of some leaks, which I'm not going to talk about those because I prefer leaving studios showing. I want studios to show in their own rhythm their stuff. But with the Steam images though, we can suspect that these tiny shadows that are in the elevator photo are actually us, the players. We actually might be toys in this game. But what's all about this the new Poppy Playtime game scares me title? Well, this game has some big shoes to fill after Project Playtime was announced to be closing. Which, by the way, I kind of spent money on it. And my theory is that this game is going to be about a bunch of players being dropped into randomized levels based, on the Poppy Playtime factory, the caves, the toy store or something, being tasked to push around a car to steal stuff, with maybe some puzzles and monsters along the way to make everything harder, only winning the level by returning to the elevator and hitting the quota. Wait a second, that's right, I believe that the next Poppy Playtime game will be a horror, friends, and extraction video game, or as others describe it, a friends love game. And that's not a bad thing really. Games like this do succeed one way or another, but this is what scares me. What will be different about this one? Like really, what will make this entry between the hundreds of similar games? How will they differentiate themselves apart from using Poppy Playtime characters? Lethal Company is excused for technically being the first. Repo has some, like physics-based gameplay and stuff. And content warning also changes the values for the whole. You don't need to rescue treasure, you actually just record things, and that's the whole gameplay. Each game, it gives something, except those games where they just copy the most successful one, but whatever. But what does Mob have in mind? If we are like toys, I don't think we're gonna have the grab pack. So is the whole innovation going to be the ability to push the cart specifically on the rails? Or are they gonna add puzzles? Or, are they gonna be creative with the enemies? Or are they just going to let the whole Poppy Playtime look carry the whole experience? But Doodleker, the game has only existed for 24 hours. Isn't it stupid to think this now? Maybe they thought of that already and they made a perfect game. Or maybe it's not even that type of game you're accusing it to be. You're just being impatient and negative. Well, little me that I made a horrible voice, then I hope they surprise me. But as the moment I post this, I'm still worried that this new project is going to be a lazy attempt at going back to the live service game by making you know, the horror, friends, and extraction thing. But when it comes to features that I want, this game will probably release in early access, like all of them do. So anything I hope it will arrive in the game will probably do slowly with time. But you know, I'm gonna make these videos like a time capsule. So I'm gonna say what I want the game to have and see if this ages well or bad. First off, I want public and private servers because that was a problem, and it's nice to have like the two ways to play the game. I want, like they did with the first Project Playtime versions, a fun lobby, waiting room, like, you know, that works as a tutorial but also like a hangout place before a match starts. It was fun. It was fun having that room, that train station. It doesn't need to be a train station, it can be any other thing. I also want various maps with randomized layouts, like they do with these types of games, where one room will not be the same as the other, you know, to keep it fresh. It's I don't know if it's easy or hard to do, but I hope they do it. I also want, that's what I talked through the whole video, but a fun mechanic to indulge with the gameplay, you know? Something that is like constantly there and you play with it. Doesn't need to be like a fidgety thing. I just want something that changes the gameplay and doesn't make it the same as other similar games. I also want physicality with the players. It would be cool to be able to push or lift each other, something that will make interacting way funnier than just talking to each other in the game. Imagine just doing a piggyback ride or jumping over your friends. You know, it's something, you know, it's something. I don't know if it's tiny or difficult, but it will be fun. Cool enemy ideas will be nice as well. If there's monsters, I don't want what the main games are doing. I don't want just a big guy roaming through the hallway and you'd instantly die if you touch it or something. What I want, for example, I have here two ideas. Like, for example, because Project Playtime is dead, Boxy Boo, you know, put him back. Put him as a, you know, as a monster that hides as a box and just ambushes you if you get close. It would be funny. Or even give more screen time to Pianosaurus. Make him a memory game. Like he runs to you and does the musical memory thing. You know, creative stuff. Creative stuff. I also, if you get caught and die, I hate it. I kind of get bored when I die in these types of games and people are just enjoying the game and I can't talk to them. So I just pull up the phone and ignore the game while I wait to get revived. That isn't funny. So maybe do like Repo, a limited battery where your head talks or something. I don't know, something that keeps you being able to communicate with your friends in-game, even if you are not useful anymore, because you're dead. Customization is a big thing I want too. They did it great with Project Playtime, being able to change headgear, torso gear, pant gear, shoe gear, grappa gear. You know, that's a lot of customization. If they do it the same in this game, I would be very happy. If they don't, it's fine. I mean, it probably takes a lot of time. They also need to bring back the lore room. You know, bring the teasers. Not just mainline games, for future updates. Have tapes you can find and put it on, and they show you more lore and codes for future ARGs. That would be also cool. That is, you hide stuff in the game. That would be nice. And I should have put this with the servers, but custom matches too. I've seen a lot of people just hack the game So they have faster sprinting, shared upgrades and stuff. Why not put a custom match thing where you do a private server and you can put like faster, no monsters. Let people do hide and seek or something. And I think that's my list because I with all these like requests, I sound like the typical rich fat guy on a restaurant commanding a waiter like he's a peasant, like, Mister, I want cool enemies and various maps on my friend slop game immediately. Yeah, that's a lot, but I mean, half of it was already in Project Playtime, so I trust it. I trust them to make this work, to make that happen. Anyways, do you think this game will be good or not? Let's do the YouTube thing. Leave it in the comments. Leave your thoughts in the comments. What do you think? Leave it in the comments right now. I hope you're typing. I hope you're typing in the comments right now, saying like, yeah, this game will suck booty. That will be funny. Anyways, without anything more to yap, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Also like and subscribe because I forgot. Bye.